Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Good Sports was recorded on Saturday, March 15th. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion where we are today. It's now converted to an inline rink or their indoor ice rink. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, their leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And with our March issue, KC Sports celebrates the start of our 17th year covering sports in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we write about Mike Moustakas, who is aiming for a breakout season, and we discuss the Royals' defense, which had 3 Gold Glove winners last season. In our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about how the Olympics have created excitement for their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs here at KCIC. And in our college sports report presented by the Surplus Exchange, we focus on March Madness. First off, we discuss whether Wichita State is the best team in Kansas, and we feature interviews with Wildcat Marcus Foster, Mizzou's Wes Clark, and KU's Nader Tharp. And in our health and fitness report presented by Cargo Largo, we talk about how to power your performance by taking action to be sure you're getting all the nutrients you need, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find KC Sports, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And now joining us is the birthday girl. She is the birthday girl. She just celebrated her 29th birthday, plus or minus a year or two. Dr. McIntosh.
I did. Yesterday was my birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out here on your birthday weekend.
I
do appreciate that very
Well, I
much.
cannot tell you how blessed I am, because I certainly have had lots of birthday celebration all week long. It's been fantastic.
That's terrific. Well, I wish we had a big crowd back here.
Oh, that's all right.
Skating
yeah.
and all that, but we'll work on that for next year. Dr. McIntosh is a board-certified chiropractor. She's licensed in Kansas and Missouri. In addition to being licensed to provide general chiropractic care, Dr. McIntosh is a certified chiropractic sports physician. She works with athletes from multiple disciplines on specific sports-related problems. Again, welcome to the show. Happy
Thank
birthday
you so much,
again.
Steve. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so let's talk about the March issue in KC Sports. You write about ways to power your performance, as I had said. Whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior or you just want to feel better,
right.
One of the ways to do this is to make sure that you're getting the nutrients that you need. But
absolutely. I mean, it makes such a difference, and I have a lot of people, especially that are athletes, that are concerned about their just overall wellness, that are they always tell me, oh, but I eat well, everything's great. And of course, that is by far the most important thing. It's the first thing that you need to do. I mean, It doesn't matter what kind of supplements that you take if you're eating, Cheez-Its every day. And that's the extent of your diet.
Oh.
I know. But what this is, it's different than what you would normally think of. A lot of times you take your blood and it's like, comes back and, oh, I'm deficient. Most commonly we're seeing D come back. That is a serum test. It's very quick, and that's fantastic. But what this does It was really developed by the University of Houston Medical Branch.
Let's start off with
sorry.
the fact that
Yes.
the fact that you guys have something that you
We do a
offer
little
in your
more
practice that can
yes.
allow you to dig in and find
Yeah.
out what those things are, and it's just a simple blood draw.
Yeah, it's a little more high tech. And so what it is, it's an intracellular nutrition test. And so instead of just testing what's circulating in your blood right now, is does it actually cross the cell membrane? Does it get inside your cell? Can you use it? Because a lot of times if you have a nutrient but you don't have its cofactor, then it can't cross the cell membrane or it can't be used. And so when we would do just a regular blood draw with that, what would happen is, oh, you've got so much of it. You've got plenty. Obviously, you're not deficient. That's because I'm not really using any of it. So it looks to me like I almost have more than I would need. But it's without the proper cofactors and without the other enzymes that need to bind with it, you wouldn't really be able to use it effectively. So
the process, the service that you use, it's called SpectraCell is the
SpectraCell.
company.
They hold the patent. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Steve,
No, it's
but
good.
it's one of those where it was the University of Houston Medical Branch developed it, and it took them over 20 years. And then they kind of didn't know what to do with it and stuff. So that, as a university, and they have this great information and that kind of stuff, but they weren't really set up to be a business, and so they ended up selling the patent. And so until the patent runs out, this is the only company that in the world that can do it. And so it's not as instant as me just taking your blood and there it is. We're going to test what it is. They literally, we take it with a 21 gauge needle. So what that means is it's not so small that it will disrupt your lymphocytes or the white blood cells.
Okay.
And so it is just a blood draw, but then your blood goes to this company and they grow it in a nutrient dense medium. So they're giving it a chance to kind of get beefed up, and then they put separate samples in each nutrient in each compartment that would be missing only one nutrient.
Okay.
And so how long does your cell survive on its own without that nutrient?
Okay.
And what it does is it shows how much of a store inside the cell that you have of each thing. And so it does take 3 weeks to get the results.
I see.
Okay, so it does take longer. It's not the instant magic, we did it today and we know everything today and and all that. But it's so much more accurate. And it really gives us the quality of a lot of things. And how are you using glucose, and how are you using fructose, and what does your overall immune function look like, and why? Is it just based on one nutrient? Is it based on how it's affected by others? It's just really cool. This is the same company that came out with the telomere test, which is how old your cells are. The Nobel Prize in 2010 was won for that information and the use of this development of the telomere and being able to identify how long your cells are, how old they are.
So why we go in, we get we get that instant. Your cholesterol is low, high. You're low in vitamin D and those types. Okay, those types
completely
of things.
different deal.
But this what's
when you get the
difference here? Yeah.
When you get the instant one, obviously vitamin D is what you're hearing about a lot. Everyone's like, and it's true. We no longer are outside.
Right.
This winter especially,
right.
And you get in your car, in the garage, you drive to work, maybe you have a parking garage at work, you get in there, you go to your office, you're never outside. And so you're not getting any exposure of the sun on your skin. So not only that, but, of course, we're wearing sunscreen and everything else. So you're not, vitamin D you get, again, from sun. So
right.
that one is something that we never used to see many deficiencies of when people were outside more and lived outside more. But now that we have a different kind of lifestyle, we see a lot of vitamin D. And that's really, it's very clear, it's very obvious right up front if you are super deficient in that. We used to do it a lot by symptoms. I mean, fatigue is, I think, for everything almost. Now, it's worse than the B vitamins.
Right.
But it's that general malaise where you just, I don't know, nothing's really wrong, but I don't feel good,
Sure.
And that's where that's too general. I mean, there's no way you know something, but how are you going to identify it?
I see. So this can help identify it?
This identifies each and every
Okay.
nutrient that we test.
Okay.
And at what level. You know,
Okay.
that's the big difference, is not just can I identify it, but how deficient am I? When I started, the first test I did was over 10 years ago now. And it was, I had a severe, like, B6 deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year, I'd been taking it for a whole year. It was still deficient. But instead of having to take 50 milligrams a day, it said I only needed to take 10 milligrams a day.
Okay.
Because it had improved significantly, but it
right.
hadn't improved completely. So that is how accurate this test is.
I see.
And what's interesting, you think, oh, well, I eat X. Okay. I have tested older couples that are retired, so they eat every single meal together.
Mm-hmm.
And what the man and the woman will have completely different profiles, because this is also how your genetics work for it.
Right.
We have been able to do a methylation test to see whether you use B vitamins by testing two of the separate genes. And so it also says, there's one that affects cardiovascular function. There's another one that affects if you have to take certain medications like methotrexate, and you would have to take less of it due to this gene change. And so, I mean, it's very cutting edge. It's very interesting because it really shows whether you absorb vitamins. So I had this test done this year because it's brand new science. Yeah. And I only absorb 60% of the B vitamins I take in.
Huh.
And so I could tell you that something was wrong because, I mean, I eat lots of beef and lots of red meat and lots of just protein in general,
right.
which is where you get your B vitamins.
Right.
And unless I was taking B vitamins, I was always low every single time.
Wow.
And so in that, every time I would stop, I would go low again. And again, when I started this, I was so low in B6 that it took me 2 years to get out of that deficiency. In the first year, I'd made a lot of gains, but I hadn't completely done it. And that's why, and we give you a list of all the foods as well as the supplementation and that kind of stuff. But if you have developed a severe deficiency, it takes a minimum of 3 to 6 months to make that change. And if you can't, you obviously weren't eating that stuff before.
Right.
And also those are in lower doses. And so we'd like to include all those foods in your diet, but at the same time, do a higher dose supplementation to really get you out of that deficiency so you can see a change.
So let's talk about that supplementation. You guys offer certain supplements in your practice as well. What made you choose the supplements that you have, and what was the criteria that you set up, and then what are some of those supplements that you use? It depends on the individual, of course, but but just in general.
Well, everything I carry has got to be pharmaceutical grade and standardized, everything else, because a lot of times you'll get stuff and if it doesn't live up to the criteria that you want, each pill will be different, and you may or may not even have it in. Unfortunately, some of the studies that have shown when they've tested different supplement companies, different brands, that sometimes they don't even have in it what they say is in it. And if it gives you just a very general term on the outside instead of the big scientific, $5 word on the back, it's not telling you which form it is. And so there will be, there's different forms of everything, especially like if you look at iron, ferrous sulfate is very upsetting to the stomach. That's the thing that everybody goes, I took vitamins, but it upset my stomach. It's the ferrous sulfate, and it's only 4% bioavailable. And it's like a ferrous citrate would be better because it's much higher absorption. It absolutely doesn't upset your stomach. But now, and this has only been in the last few years, it's a ferrous bisglycinate is a better form. They've come up with a better, more bioavailable form. So it has to be bioavailable. It has to be standardized. It has to be pharmaceutical grade. You have to be getting the same thing all the time. We have to know the dosage. The dosage has to be high enough. And that's the other thing. When you buy over the counter, it may say that you have stuff. It may say that you have this many different things, but it's so low that it's really not effective.
Right, absolutely. So we've got about a minute or so for people to find out more about the SpectraCell.
You can absolutely
test.
go to our website.
Yeah. Give us your website. We're talking with Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic. Give us your website. Give us your phone number.
Yeah, it's kansascitychiropractic.com, and you can actually look on there, and it will connect you to the SpectraCell website to answer a lot more questions. You can call our office, 816-753-4600. We're located on the west side of the plaza. You can find us on Facebook. We are, and then all the time we are having more information come out, and we do on a regular basis a lot of this testing.
That is terrific. Thanks for joining us here at the rink, Dr. McIntosh. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine show. Today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I'm Steve Fish. We will be right back.
Is Wichita State the best basketball team in Kansas? Will Mike Moustakas have a breakout year? Check out these stories and more in the March Basketball Madness issue of KC Sports Magazine. It's available all over KC and online at kcsportspaper.com. And it features the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the Cargo Largo Health and Fitness Report, the U.S. Army High School Top Performers Report, the KC Ice Center Hockey Report, and the Protect America Youth Soccer Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick it up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make an appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for a camp or class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. And watch for news on when the Outdoor Pavilion will be converted to a roller rink in April. Call the KC Ice Center at 913-441-3033. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Mafia Pizzeria Southside is under new management and now has an all-you-can-eat buffet available at lunch and dinner time, 7 days a week. Bring your family, friends, teammates, and more to Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf for the all-you-can-eat buffet, or call in your carry-out or delivery order at 913-322-6666.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion, which is now converted to an inline rink. or their indoor ice rink. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, their leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness, check out our U.S. Army High School top performers. They are wrestler Trent Salisbury and wrestling coach Mike Medina from St. James Academy, and future soldier Daniel Gluhovsky from Christ Preparatory Academy. Now, in our youth soccer report presented by Protect America, we write about the incredible growth of youth soccer in KC and the success of the Heartland Soccer Association. You can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Mafia Pizzeria Southside, Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and right here at the Kansas City Ice Center. And coming up, join us for a taping on Saturday, March 29th at Maker's Mark in Power and Light, as we tape a very special show promoting the KC Derby Fest 2014. Now, the Derby Fest is a fundraising event coinciding with the Kentucky Derby, which is on May 3rd. The Derby Fest is raising money for Alzheimer's research. Now, for more information on this event, the Derby Fest, visit kcderbyfest.com. Now, in April, we'll also be back here recording our show at the Kansas City Ice Center, and of course, the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. And we'll try and get a date and put it up on the screen. I've got to talk to this gentleman who is next to me about that. He is Dean Nelson. He's moved here from Rochester, Minnesota, which is the state of hockey, and about two and a half years ago he joined the team here, and he's the general manager for the Kansas City Ice Center and the Outdoor Pavilion. And since he's come here, the growth of hockey and skating, et cetera, has just been phenomenal. Dean, welcome to the show. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we appreciate
it. Thanks, Steve.
As I mentioned, we are out here on the outdoor ice. Well, I'm going to call it the Outdoor Ice Pavilion for a while. The Outdoor Pavilion, which is now no longer ice. You melted it this past week.
Well, I didn't melt it, but the weather melted it. I mean, it truly was a sad day when we melt the ice out here, or the weather melts it, because it is such a great facility here now at the Kansas City Ice Center to have an outdoor rink through the winter, and it really is sad when you melt the ice. But we got a great opportunity here this summer to put roller skating outside.
Absolutely. So what do you have planned for spring and summer, both here where we are as well as on the other side where the ice rink is?
You know what we're going to try to do, and we did a little bit last year and just scratch the surface, is we're going to have public skate for roller skating outside the same exact times we have public skate inside for ice skating. So as a family, you can come down here to the Kansas City Ice Center, and if 2 kids want to ice skate inside, 2 kids want to roller skate outside, sure. It can be a full family event. You got a little concession stand, you got a little vending games. It really can be a family outing. So we're going to do that with the Outdoor Pavilion. It will be roller skating during the summer, as well as inline hockey. And then, of course, on the indoor ice rink, we still will have public skates and all of our Learn to Skate and our Learn to Play hockey and our summer hockey training programs. And it just should be a nonstop upward movement in the hockey programs and skating.
Absolutely. So for springtime, you're going to be on the ice rink. You're going to be doing some 4-on-4 hockey for hockey players, and then you're going to transition from there in the summertime into some camps, as you said. Fill us in on the 4-on-4 a little bit, and then also on what you're going to be doing with the camps.
Sure. The 4-on-4 is a spring league that we kind of went to this year, and it's really a chance for the kids to develop their hockey game as well as have some fun. And we doubled our sign-up, so we had about 110 people last year sign up for spring hockey, which is your normal 5-on-5.
Right.
And then we this year went with a 4-on-4 to try to grab some excitement, as well as build their skill levels, which is 4-on-4 hockey is awesome for skill level.
Absolutely.
And we got about 225 kids to sign up now. So we doubled our sign-ups, which you can just tell how the excitement for ice hockey. And then what we've done this year is we've added clinics and camps again. In June we'll do power skating, and then that's an early one. And then July we'll do sniper clinic, which is shooting.
Shooting, right.
And then we'll do another power skating. We'll do a U8 clinic, and then we'll do our battle camp. So we this year went to 5 different clinics or camps. Last year we had 4, so we're always changing. We're always developing new things for the kids. And I think that's the biggest thing right now that I see with these kids is the excitement when they get into hockey here at the Kansas City Ice Center, and with the Kansas City Stars program kind of coming together all as one. there's fun, exciting things going on, weekly or daily, or and they just have a great time down here at the rink.
Well, I should say, when you come out here and you participate in hockey or even just public skate or figure skating or whatever, it gets in your blood.
Yeah.
And you want to play year-round. I mean, the adult leagues run year-round.
Yep.
And the kids want to be on the ice, pretty much year-round, even if it's just horsing around on the ice, stick and puck, things like that, the camps and stuff like that.
Right,
so
right.
You provide that to them. I'm sure, like I said, the adult leagues run year-round, don't they?
Yeah, we have adult leagues that run year-round. I had a group of guys who wanted to rent ice Thursday night because they had 4 weeks off at Independence or something. I mean, that's all they had was a 4-week break.
Right.
And they could not stay off the ice for those 4 weeks. And a guy that's my age that has skated a lot needs those 4 weeks to stay off the ice. And I think it's more, it just is a community. Hockey is just a whole different sport. You have the locker room, you have the ice, you have the things you can do that other kids can't do maybe at school. Or it gets in your blood, stays in your blood, and yes, coming from the state of hockey and coming from Minnesota, I've just had a great time here helping the kids develop a program that is just on its way up. So it's been awesome.
Well, Dean, give us the telephone number and website and all that stuff for that.
Our telephone number down here at the rink is 913-441-3033, or else you can go online at kcicecenter.com, and you can check all of our tabs. We have Learn to Skate tabs, Adult League, Learn to Play Hockey, and then also we have a app out there you can download on your mobile devices now. It's KCIC, and that will be on your mobile devices, and that's linked with our website, so you'll get all of our public skates. You'll get deals and things like that. So really, really state-of-the-art program we're running here, and the ownership's just been awesome with what they've done down here.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Dean. That will do it for our show today. My thanks to our host, the Kansas City Ice Center, and our guest, Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic, and Kansas City Ice Center General Manager Dean Nelson. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over KC, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Looking for a weight loss solution? Take the Midwest Nutrition Weight Loss Challenge, an 11-week program that costs just $29 total. To sign up now, call Wellness Coach Holly Maurer at 913-638-1881 or email her at hajtmauer@yahoo.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Discover, shop, and win at Cargo Largo. Stop by at 35th and Nolan Road in Independence and go online at cargolargo.com. Cargo Largo, a retail store, and so much more. Sign up now for fun at Volleyball Beach. It's the perfect way to stay in shape and enjoy the outdoors. For over 25 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. With 13 courts, Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. And sign up now for spring leagues beginning March 30th. For more information, visit Volleyball Beach at Holmes and Blue Ridge Boulevard. Call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. That's volleyballbeach.com. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Help a great cause, Alzheimer's research, when you join the fun at the Kansas City Derby Fest on May 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. at Maker's Mark Restaurant. Derby Fest is the most exciting Kentucky Derby party in KC. For more information on Derby Fest, visit kcderbyfest.com. For tickets, call 816-442-8115. Get a free security system for your home from Protect America that includes 24/7 monitoring, no installation or equipment fees, and complete home protection. For dependable security for your home, call Protect America today at 855-548-2149. That's 855-548-2149.
Hi, it's the ball game co-host Greg Pryor. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. Lift is a powdered drink mix that you mix and drink when you have mental fatigue and you want to feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Lift also comes in capsules called Lift Caps. See Lift and Lift Caps and all the great Life Priority products at my website, lifepriority.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.